Alexa, turn on studio lights.
Okay,
Alexa, what's the weather today?
the current weather is 64 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny skies.
Alexa, play Fleetwood Mac.
Shuffling songs by Fleetwood Mac on Amazon Music.
Welcome back to Trez's Tech, the show where we break down technology so it's less intimidating and more empowering, especially for baby boomers and seniors. Today we're tackling a big one, smart home tech. Devices like Alexa and Google Home promise convenience, but let's be honest, they can also feel a little creepy. Are they listening to us? Are they watching us? What's really going on behind that sleek little speaker? If you've ever felt that kind of worry about losing your privacy, you're not alone. So grab a hot chocolate, sit back, and let's unpack this together. Because tech doesn't have to be scary. It can actually be your friend. Now I get it. For a lot of us who grew up with rotary phones and handwritten letters, the idea of a gadget in your living room that talks back to you feels like something out of a sci-fi movie. I've heard from so many friends, family, even my neighbors who say, I'd love to try this stuff, but what if it's recording me? What if it's watching me? These are real fears, and they deserve real answers. So today, we're going to talk about why those worries pop up, what's actually happening with devices like Alexa or Google Home, and most importantly, how you can take control and use them without feeling like Big Brother's watching you. Let's start with the elephant in the room. The fear that these smart speakers are listening to everything you say. I mean, how many times have you heard someone whisper, I said something about cat food, and now my phone's showing me all these ads for cat food. Kind of spooky, isn't it? Well, here's the deal. Devices like Alexa and Google Home are designed to listen, but only for a specific reason. They're waiting for what's called the wake word, like Alexa or Hey Google. Until they hear that, they're not recording or sending anything anywhere. Think of it like a dog perking up its ears when you call its name. It's not eavesdropping on you the whole day. It's just waiting for the signal to come jump into your lap. But, and this is a big but, if that still makes you uneasy, you're not wrong to question it. These devices can store what you say after you say the wake word, like when you ask it to set a timer or play Motown. That data might get saved to improve the device, or sometimes to target ads. And for a generation that values privacy, like many boomers and seniors who've seen the world change so fast, that can feel like a line that's been crossed. So how do you get past the fear? Step one, take back control. Every smart speaker, and I'll pull my old little Echo Dot, has a mute button. And I don't know if you can see it here, but it is a circle with a line through it. If you press it, it stops listening. And you can see it's got a red light on it letting you know that it's not lit. And so I can say, hey Alexa, go jump in a lake. It doesn't know what to do. If I take it off mute, hey Alexa, go jump in a lake.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with
Well,
that.
so you do have control of when you want to turn it on and when you can turn it off. So it's very easy. If you feel uncomfortable, just mute it. And then if you feel like you want to use it or learn how to use it, unmute it. And then you can ask it questions like, Alexa, what's my favorite song?
Playing the Life and Yesterday songs.
Alexa, stop. So sometimes it doesn't know exactly what you're talking about. But I hope you get my point there. You can be in control. All you have to do is press the mute button. And all smart speakers do have a mute button. Now, let's talk about cameras, because that's another big fear. Is this thing watching me? Smart home devices like video doorbells or security cameras can feel like they're turning your house into a reality show. And I'll admit it, the idea of a lens pointing at me when I'm in my pajamas isn't exactly comforting, but that's what you get for looking. But here's the good news. You don't have to live with it. If a device has a camera, it usually has a way to turn it off. Either it has a little, you may have a little lever in front of the camera that you can manually turn it off Or you can get what I call this very easy camera cover up. You can get a cup and put it over your camera, and that way it can't record anything. My mom used to do that with her cameras, and she just didn't like the cameras looking in the house. So, but anyway, she got over that fear. But you can also get these little covers, and this is a camera lens cover that actually, so I can pop it open. It's a little device that you can actually stick them on the back, and so you can put it on your camera, over the camera itself, and you can flip it open when you want to record, and you can actually close it. I got these on Amazon. They're like two for $5. And then the little camera covers that you can slip on your laptop. Again, I think these are like two for $5. And actually, they had same day delivery for another $3 more, so I got it the same day, which is pretty cool. And so there are a lot of gadgets like that you can do to cover your cameras if you're worried about your cameras watching when you don't want it to watch. You just have to remember to uncover your camera when you leave the room or when you want it to record. Nothing would be worse than you have an event where you wanted to have it recorded and you had a cover on top of your camera. That would be a bad day. Okay, we've covered the fears of listening, watching, and privacy. But here's the flip side. Why bother with this stuff at all? Because once you get past worry, smart home tech can make your life easier, safer, and a little bit more fun. Imagine snuggling in your bed at night and asking Alexa to turn off your lights or to turn on your floodlights, or asking Google to remind you to take your medications at 10 o'clock in the morning. My brother swears by his smart doorbell. It allows him to see who's out the door without getting up, and because his knees aren't what they used to be. Remember, smart home tech is not here to take over. It's here to help keep you independent. And listen, you don't have to dive in all at once. Start small, maybe a smart speaker with that mute button handy. Play with it, learn how to use it, how to ask it what the weather is, what the news is, how to play your favorite songs, and get comfortable. You've adapted to so much in your life: color TVs, microwaves, cell phones. You've got this. Before we wrap up, here are my top 3 tips to help you or your loved ones overcome the tech fear. Number 1 is learn the off switch. Learn how to mute the mic, cover the camera, know how to shut it down when you want it down. Number 2, set boundaries. Decide what you're comfortable with to start. Maybe start with controlling a smart light bulb, but not sharing your shopping list. The third tip is never be afraid to ask for help. Ask a grandchild, a friend, or even a tech-savvy neighbor to walk you through any questions you might have. There is no shame in asking a question. Remember, technology is not here to scare us, it's here to serve us. And for boomers and seniors, smart home devices can be a game changer as long as you use them on your terms. So what do you think? Ready to give it a try? Let me know in the comments below. Tell me your biggest tech fear, and we'll tackle that next time. Until then, this is Trez Blenko reminding you, you've got the power to make tech work for you. I hope something good happens to you today, and I hope you have a great day.